So it's been about a month since the Pistons traded Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Boban Marjanovic, and a protected first-round pick. It's not really protected. Clippers will get the Pistons' first-round pick this year, most likely, to the Los Angeles Clippers for Bryce Johnson, Willie Reed, and Blake Griffin. Now, in a perfect world, this is what I wanted the Pistons to do, and this is what I wish the Pistons would do. Pistons trade away Avery Bradley to OKC because OKC needed a win because right before the trade, Andre Roberson got hurt. So they needed a win. And Avery Bradley was probably not going to re-sign anyway, so we didn't really need him. So my thing is, trade him to OKC. OKC trades away a future first-round pick and maybe 2 or 3 second-round picks. And then we trade a second-round pick, and all of those picks go to Chicago. And then the Bulls traded Nico Mirotic. What did they get for Nico Mirotic originally? They traded him to the Pelicans, and they got Tony Allen, who they cut. And Jameer Nelson, who they traded for Willie Reed, and they cut Willie Reed. So essentially, they got absolutely nothing from Nikola Mirotic. But instead, they could have gotten a couple picks, a first-round pick. Actually, no, they did get the Pelicans pick this year. Never mind, I'm a liar. So they did get the Pelicans pick this year. I completely forgot. But what would you rather? The Pelicans first-round pick this year, and they're red hot with Anthony Davis. Even though they lost Boogie Cousins, they have not been worse at all. So, probably like the 18th, 19th, 20th pick. Or you could get a future pick, and the Pistons, they're not really going in a direction. And that's what concerns me about this team. This team is too average, which is not good, because average doesn't get you anywhere. It just gets you maybe an 8 or 7 seed in the playoffs, or maybe just missing out on the playoffs. And that's what the Pistons have been the past couple years, and it's extremely concerning. Andre Drummond's a great player, but he's not a number one guy. He's not the guy who runs your team. He's not like a Steph Curry or a James Harden. He's not as good as any of them. So, the Bulls, instead, will probably be getting probably a little bit better of a pick, but later. So let's just say, or actually no, it's from OKC. So there's a chance OKC could lose both George and Carmelo. So they could just have Russell Westbrook. That pick probably is going to be 18, 17 if they were to lose both George and Westbrook and just had Westbrook. And they'd have a few second round picks as well. They'd have 3 or 4. So it's honestly a toss-up what they would rather. But I think this would benefit OKC because they're getting a wing to help them win. And the Bulls are getting some picks. The Pistons are getting Nikola Mirotic. But instead, we got Blake Griffin. And Blake Griffin, I made a video in the summer saying the 5 most overrated and 5 most underrated players in the NBA. Blake Griffin was number 1 on the most overrated lists. What a shot by Reggie Bullock. But anyway, Blake is overrated. It's just that simple. Blake Griffin is overrated. He's 28. He's never made it out of the second round of the playoffs on a very deep Clippers team with Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, and obviously Blake Griffin. And they've never made it out of the second round, which is extremely concerning. Nice pass, Stanley. Stanley played really well last night against the Bucks. He had 20 points. He balled out. But Blake Griffin, the thing that really concerns me is his contract. His contract is actually disgusting. He's going to be making probably anywhere between 31 and 35 mil for the next 4 years, not including this one. So next year is probably going to be making 31 mil, and that number is just going to go up a little bit. And with him and Drummond and John Lore and all the other bad contracts we have, which outside of John Lore, I don't really think we have any bad contracts. Yeah, we have no money. Obviously, we're not going after LeBron James. We're not going after anyone like that, but it's good to have cap space in case someone really wants to come to Detroit who's better than Blake Griffin, because a lot of players in the NBA, in my opinion, are better than Blake Griffin. Just saying. But I'm feeling optimistic at the same time. I think our future's kind of in jeopardy because we're going to be stuck with this contract for the next 4 years. But at the same time, Blake Griffin is considered a superstar and a megastar, and the first 5 years of his career, he was an all-star. So if he can get back to that, then maybe it's not such a bad trade after all. Blake Griffin is an extremely talented player. He's been a talented player throughout his whole career. And it's not like he's 34 years old. It's not like it's the Celtics and Nets trade, which was just Billy King's an idiot. It's not that lopsided. It's not that we're giving up a lot. Why did I shoot that? It's not that we're giving up a lot. It's just the contract that scares me. But Blake Griffin, he's played well as a team. The Pistons haven't played, like, horrific. But at the same time, the Pistons haven't played, like, great ever since they traded for Blake Griffin. We sucked after the All-Star break. We lost to the Celtics, who are good. Hornets, who aren't good, and the Raptors, who are good. So it's not like we lost to the Suns, the Mavericks, and the Hawks were all trying to tank. Actually, we did lose to the Hawks right before the All-Star break, but then we beat them. We played the Hawks, and then not too long later, we beat them. And the first time we lost. I don't know how you lose to the Hawks, which it just makes no sense. It just doesn't add up. But that's besides the point. And we were clearly mad, as seen by yesterday's showing against the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks got absolutely pounded. Giannis didn't play that well. He only had like 10, 15 points. He didn't do that good, to say the truth. And as a Pistons fan, I'm excited for the next few years of Blake Griffin, but I'm also concerned because I don't think him or Drummond can be a number one guy. And the amount of money the two of them take up combined is at between $50 and $60 million. And that's a lot of money. Like, could we at least trade John Lawler instead of the GOAT, Boban? Could we at least did that? I mean, John Lawler, I think, is actually hurt. And he was hurt, so we probably couldn't trade him. And why? Is that Bryce Johnson? Or no, I was going to say, because Bryce Johnson's on our team. Okay, Eric Moreland. Yeah, I was going to say, because we traded Bryce Johnson and Willie Reed for Jameer Nelson and James Ennis. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're a Pistons fan, are you worried? Are you optimistic? How are you feeling? How did you feel? My feeling has really... Nice block by Eric Moreland. But my feeling has not changed. I'm extremely concerned. But Blake, he hasn't played awful. He's played pretty well with the Pistons. But as a Pistons fan, I'm just very, very, very concerned. Oh, there's Wesley Johnson. You guys see what happened to him last night? Rip. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to be uploading, it's probably already uploaded by this time, a video on my second channel, bold predictions for the Combine, which is, oh gosh, Reggie Bullock just got put on skates, but bold predictions for the NFL Combine, and hopefully on my mixed channel I'll upload a video today as well, as Jameer Nelson just missed the layup, but that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.
Imagination.